What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. The Blazers get a huge blowout victory against a very good Rockets team, led by Dame and CJ. Once again, the dynamic backcourt of the Blazers going up against Harden and Westbrook, and a game that saw Melo pass KG for 17th all time in scoring. And general salute to Melo. Offensively, he didn't really have it tonight. He went 2 of 11 from the field, but he made his impact everywhere else on the court. He grabbed 13 rebounds, which was a team high. Dished out 5 assists, had 4 turnovers and a steal. But man, what a game from Dame. He also got his first career triple-double tonight. So a lot of accolades from both those guys. But in that first quarter, the Rockets, they actually started off pretty well. Then McLemore comes in off the bench and scores 12 points. And they were all from three-point land. Went 4 of 5 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. And he didn't have any rebounds or any other stats. And Russ, he played well all game. He led all scores tonight, but in that first quarter, he had 8 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, a turnover, and a block. As a team, they shoot 60% from the field, 50% from 3. They get 8 assists, 12 rebounds, and have 3 turnovers. For the Blazers, though, Dame Lillard starts off the game cooking. He goes for 16 points on 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. Goes for 2 rebounds, an assist, 3 turnovers, and a steal. And he did cough up the ball quite a bit tonight, but that's pretty much the only criticism that you can give tonight, because he did everything else. Melo, at this time, he had 4 points on 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, and had 2 rebounds, assists, and a turnover. For the quarter, Blazers shoot 52% from the field, 44% from 3. Just out 4 assists and have 5 turnovers. And the Rockets lead 36-30 after the first quarter. But in that second quarter, Blazers just go off. But Russell Westbrook tried to keep the Rockets, tried to pace them, but it just wasn't enough. He had 19 points on 9 of 14 from the field, goes 1 of 1 from 3, had 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 turnovers, and a block. It was still McLemore, the second leading scorer, with those 12 points, and he took a 3 and ended up missing that. But Harden, he just wasn't his usual self, and he played terribly tonight, in my opinion, as far as offensively. He had 11 points at halftime on 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, a steal, and a block. For the half, they go 48% from the field, 41% from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, which is crazy. They dish out 13 assists, grab 20 rebounds, and have 8 turnovers. In that second half, or in the second quarter, they only scored 24 points. For the Blazers, it was still Dame. He finished up with 25 points, 7 of 11 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal. Trevor Ariza had a huge game tonight, and he pretty much started off his good night in that second quarter, where he goes for 10 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, and he had a rebound. Melo finished up the half with 6 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3-point land, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, and a steal. And in that 6th point, he passed KG for 17th all time, like I was saying earlier. For the half, the Blazers shoot 56% from the field, 39% from 3, 14 of 18 from the free throw line. They dish out 13 assists, grab 22 rebounds, and have 8 turnovers. And the Blazers are up 11, 71-60, behind a 41-point quarter. It was just everybody was hitting in that second quarter. But in the third quarter, Russ tried to get him to stay in the game, but it just was only him, really. Russ ended up finishing up with 29 points on 14 of 24 from the field, goes 1 of 2 from 3, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 turnovers, a steal, and a block. Harden hits a 3, but only has 14 points on 5 of 14 from the field, goes 2 of 5 from 3, had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. For that third quarter, Rockets are shooting 45% from the field, 38% from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. They get 17 assists, 29 rebounds, and 14 turnovers. So they were just sloppy with the ball in that second quarter, or in the second half, especially at the start of the quarter. I think they had like 3 or 4 turnovers in a row. It was just nasty to see. But Dame, he actually was more of a facilitator in that third quarter and ended up only scoring 5 points in that. But he went for 30 points on 9 of 15 from the field, goes 5 of 9 from 3, had 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 turnovers, and a steal. So in that third quarter, he coughed up the rock 3 times. But that's usually what happens whenever you're out there facilitating and whatnot. Ariza, he added 8 points in that quarter and went for 18 on 8 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, had 3 rebounds and 2 steals. For the third quarter, Blazers were shooting 56% from the field, 42% from 3, and go 14 of 19 from the free throw line. They also dished out 19 assists. They had 36 rebounds and 16 turnovers. And the Blazers were up 97-82 going into the fourth and final quarter. And Russ did his thing in that quarter. He scored 10 to finish up with 39 on the game, which is a game high, on 16 of 29 from the field. Goes 1 of 3 from 3. Grabbed 10 rebounds, just out 6 assists, but had 6 turnovers. Had 2 steals and a block. Harden, he finished up with 18 points, but took 18 shots. He went 5 of 18 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. Had 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He also had 6 turnovers, but he had 2 steals and 2 blocks. Both Austin Rivers and Ben McLemore finished up the game with 17 points apiece. And for the game, Rockets shoot 43% from the field, 36% from 3, 15 of 18 from the free throw line, which most of those free throws happened in that fourth quarter for them, because after the third quarter, they only had 4 free throw attempts. So they got to the line, 14 times. But they dished out 21 assists for the game, 39 rebounds, and had 15 turnovers. For the Blazers, Dame led the way with 36 points on 11 of 21 from the field, goes 6 of 12 from 3. Grabbed 10 rebounds, dished out 11 assists, had those 8 turnovers and a steal. And like I was saying before, that was his first career triple-double, which is crazy. But that is what it is. CJ finished up, he had another good game. Finished up with 22 points on 9 of 19 from the field. He shot terribly from 3, 1 of 7. Grabbed 5 rebounds, dished out 3 assists, had 3 turnovers, had 2 steals and 2 blocks. So CJ McCollum was doing his thing tonight. Trevor Ariza, like I was saying, he had a big night offensively. He went for 21 points on 9 of 14 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, had 4 rebounds, an assist, 2 steals. Melo, he finished up 6 points, 2 of 11 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. But he grabbed a team high, and I believe a game high, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, had 4 turnovers and a steal. Hassan Whiteside was big time. Had another double-double. Goes for 15 points on 6 of 9 from the field, grabbed 10 rebounds, had a turnover, but he had 5 blocks. And the way the Blazers were playing defense tonight, man, it's going to be, if they play like this on both ends, it's going to be very tough to beat the Blazers, man. Guys were getting nice open looks. Dame was getting guys were getting in their positions on the court, like if they're supposed to be on the corner. Trent Jr., who finished up with 10 points. He played very well. He played good defense against Russell Westbrook, drawing a charge, He did get a couple fouls called, and he did get beat a few times, but for only his second year, Gary Trent Jr. had a great game. Also, Nasir Little finished with 10 points as well off the bench. So we actually got some production from the bench players tonight. For the game, Blazers finished 52% from the field, 36% from three, go 20 of 27 from the free throw line, dish out 24 assists, grab 50 rebounds, and have 18 turnovers. So not the greatest game as far as turnovers, but I will take the win and a blowout win over the Rockets any day. Next game's up for both teams. Rip City goes against the Lake Show in LA on Friday, which is going to be an insane game, after all the tragic death of Kobe and all the Kobe Gigi and all the other passengers that were aboard the helicopter that night. I do want that dub, but if the Lakers win that, I'm not even going to be upset, to be honest with you, just because, you know what I mean? It's going to be insane for a lot of people. For Melo, LBJ, CJ, Dame, Trevor, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a pretty emotional game, in my opinion. But the Rockets, they host the Mavs on Friday, so I definitely look forward to that game, just to see how the Rockets come back after this. And they were kind of trying to make excuses for James earlier, talking about he has a thigh injury, but no excuses. He suited up and he just looked terrible tonight. There was no excuses. The Blazers played him very well, in my opinion, and it translated to a win. And Blazers have been playing very well the last, I would say, even though they lost to the Mavs, they've been playing well the last, I would say, 5 games. So definitely looking forward to seeing the Blazers on Friday against the Lakers. But this is your boy P Money. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to all my supporters. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'm off this.